Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we're taking a look at the Batplane, or some people will refer to this as the Batwing. It was just referred to the Batplane on the packaging. Again, I haven't been saying it for a while, but you know the packaging information will be in my Facebook page if you would like to see the box and everything that goes in and around this vehicle, as I open up a Batman figure here for us to look at with us. This was the second vehicle that I bought, and this one was discounted. It wasn't discounted extremely. I still think I paid almost, I want to say $20 for this. I think it was originally $30 if I remember correctly. I think that's about right, but $20 I thought was a pretty good deal back then. Give or take, you know, a few bucks here or there. My memory may not be as good going back to 1993. I actually picked this up in the summer of '94, but it does have a 1993 stamp on it. Very cool. I really like this, and I think I like this just a little bit more than the Batmobile. As much as I love the Batmobile, this was always one of my favorite pieces, and I always usually had this hung with some like fishing line in my room, and even in my bachelor pad I kind of had it kind of like off to the side. I can't really get it all in the frame, but it was kind of like in this motion, so if you walked in it, you weren't seeing it from, you know, the underneath side, you were seeing it more from this way, and I would have like a Batman and a Robin inside of here. But I think it's just a really nice looking toy, a vehicle for Batman. As you can see, a little gimmick underneath there. Again, it's like we already don't know that this is a Batman vehicle with the plane being in the shape of a bat, that we have to include the bat stickers, but okay, you know. I don't think Batman has to say, hey, this is my plane, I got my sticker on it. Dude, your whole vehicle is in the shape of the symbol on your chest. But, you know, very, very cool. I don't think the camera can do it very well, but, you know, it's casting a nice bat shadow on the wall, which I always thought was really cool. And I always had a light up above it, so it would cast a shadow somewhere in my room, or, you know, something like that. But you can see the underneath side. There's one of the missiles, and the other one is probably in my parts box somewhere, but hey, I got one. So this does fire pretty well. Let's see if we can get it out this way. Decently enough, and again, it fires on both sides, but this is just the side that I have it on. So I thought it was really kind of cool, and it can go in 360 and shoot in, you know, 3 different directions, as I try and have it in frame there, Rob. Come on. Would go in 360 without the firing mechanism on it. You can shoot out to the side. Sometimes it gets clipped on the wing here, but it can fire backwards. So big, it's hard to try to keep it all in frame. I apologize about that. But, you know, like I said, this thing does spin all the way around. And there's the, you know, tab up top of which it spins, which you probably really can't see. But there you are. So, and then it's got the little skiffs or skis, and we have the claw that I think Batman had caught the Penguin in one episode, and it's got a little locking piece so you can have it there, and the claw, get it in frame, Rob, it has a little clip that slides up, over, and then back down. So there's the claw. I get it to slide back over, come on, over and down, there it is. So if I can get this in frame right without tipping the camera all the way over, I'd have the new Batman Adventures Joker here, which he's probably not going to stand. There he goes. So you can do one of these motions. If I can get it up, and then I think you get the idea. It's really hard to try and get him caught two-handed and look around the camera, but it does oh, come on, the spring's a little stiff, but get his arm up and you get the idea, and Batman can cart him off to jail. So I haven't showed the cockpit yet. The cockpit is a 2-seater, which I like. I wish they had done that for the Batmobile. So it was really nice that this was big enough to be able to house both Batman and Robin, or Batgirl, or Nightwing, or any other figure that can, you know, sit in here, and you can kind of see the control panel there. So Batman and Robin do fit in there very well. And there's plenty of room, so they do kind of slide around. There isn't a seat belt or anything, so just kind of put the cape around Robin, and you know, this whole cockpit piece back here is kind of open, so Robin sometimes does slide down to the turbo engine. So you could put this Batman in it, which is what I would do sometimes. But one of the other Batmans that I put in here quite a bit is the Turbojet Batman, because he is wearing a harness, which looks like it's the seat belt harness. So if his cape got a little mangled sometimes, I really didn't mind it too much. Sometimes I put the Ninja Robin in there. So putting this Batman in here, kind of got to get his arms down underneath the control box. It's kind of got to go in sideways. Bear with me just a minute. So usually get one arm up here. So there's Batman in the canopy. And he's got his seatbelt on. I like it that the silver of the seatbelt matches, or the silver of the seat matches the seatbelt pieces, so it looks like he's actually strapped in there. Robin, not so much. Looks like he's more asleep on the job. The funnier one sometimes was to have, I can't pull Robin out, to pull out the Dick Grayson Robin and put in the Tim Drake Robin. And he is so tiny that he will just slide all over the place. And you can kind of hardly see him in there as he's kind of disappearing, gets caught in the back part of the ship. But, you know, he will fit in there, but there's no real way to have him set in there. Now, the New Adventures of Batman has a hard time sitting in there because his... he has such broad shoulders, and you saw the little trouble I had with just the normal animated series Batman, that his arms are so big that he can't set in there. So there was no plane for this particular Batman at all. It was just a Batmobile that they made. They had to obviously make the canopy wider for that Batman. So you'd really have to squeeze an arm in there, and it doesn't really want to set. Sorry, I'm trying to get that out of frame. Trying not to. So most of the figures fit in there, but it's, you know, specifically designed for Batman and Robin. But of course, this Robin has no problem setting in there whatsoever. So I'll pull him out. So generally, like I said, I would typically use, I'm trying to have figures not fall here, this Batman, the Turbojet Batman, with the Batplane. And on a shelf that I had at one point that was big enough that I could have a couple of the vehicles in Wayne Manor all in one place, I would have this particular Batman standing with the Batplane. I thought he just looked really cool being in his, you know, traditional costume with just a few other accessories. And then it really made picking up this particular figure really work well with the Batplane. Kind of put the canopy down there. So again, I think I like this vehicle just a little bit more than the Batmobile, just because of the size of it. And I just like the idea of Batman. You know, it's cool to see Batman having a vehicle, a car, but to him have a flying vehicle as well, I think is just a little bit cooler, because now you're getting the air assault attack from Batman as well. Or, you know, Batman could be in the Batmobile and I could have Nightwing and Robin in the cockpit there, or Batgirl and Robin in the cockpit, or whomever. I thought it was just a nice to be able to mix up who I had in what and where. So today we've been taking a look at the Batplane from the 1993 Batman animated series. I've got two more things for you. One, obviously, being Wayne Manor, and then I have another little thing for your action figures, and that'll be kind of after Wayne Manor here. So Wayne Manor is coming up next. So I think some people have been kind of wanting to be able to see that, since it's been the backdrop for most of these videos up to this point. So, as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.